look at that. There's little snow dinos. There's a farmer and um a cop dino here. What? Okay. Um. Yeah. Well, it's an art school. It's an artistic school. At school, the atmosphere is undeniably different. It's as talkative and rowdy as ever, but there's less of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind playing with me. There's less color as well, like it's been drained just a bit. The layer of snow blanketing everything outside is partially to blame, called seasonal depression. But no. Okay. Sorry. Bad joke. Man, I was looking forward to making a snowman this year. Maybe I'll be feeling it later. Solly was as stern as ever in his class. Whether it's just that he doesn't care or his own form of respect is beyond me, but his hat was on just a little tighter than normal today. Man, too many feelings today. Hoping isn't going to get me anywhere. I'm halfway to second period when the question of Ia Dawkins' replacement strikes me. Will we just be getting a few days off? There's no way they can just find a new teacher on such a short notice. Class is probably going to be on hold for a while. His name is still on the door plate when I enter. Inside, many of the students chatter with each other normally. Some nervously glance up to the teacher's desk. I take my normal seat. By the vacant desk, Olivia would normally be stationed. Period's gonna suck without her. Looks like all I got to look forward to today is lunch with Damien and Liz. Man, the whole day's gonna just drag on. I want to go back to Olivia. The bell rings. Ding dong bing bong! And an unfamiliar woman in a suit walks in, clipboard in hand. She nods at us all and starts reading mechanically from some script. The substitute tries her best, but there's only so much you can get done on your first day on such short notice and with just some papers to read out. Her tone doesn't help, drawn out and empty, and I feel myself losing focus. I look down at my half-taken notes. Shoot, Olivia would probably kill me if she's neat. The substitute looks at the class phone in frustration as she walks over to answer its call. Oh, okay. That's what that was. It was a little confusing on like what that was, really, so. That's not the normal onomatopoeia that I expect, really, so, for a phone, really, so. They both mumble back and forth for a few seconds before. We got an inker cog Cheeto in the class? No. Nope, there is no inker. There's no inker cog Cheeto. Nope. Guess so. Guess you'll just have to, check some other classroom, I guess. I raise my hand. The substitute thumbs towards the door. Office called. You're wanted. Weird. What would the office want with me? My footsteps echo on the hard, cool tile on the way to the principal's office. I heard once that they made the halls to the faculty offices longer on purpose to scare you. Although that may be just from an old comic strip. The effect was there, however, as each of my reverberating steps sent a spike of unease through my core. When I finally stood before the principal's office, the feeling of unease peaked. Oh, great. She's back. This is wonderful. And with no Olivia here to defend herself, that's just great. Slowly, I opened the door and inched myself inside. The principal was sitting behind her disorganized desk, blanketed with the numerous sheets. And between me and her, me and Ben, looking back at me from their own chairs. You wanted to see me, Principal Scaler? Yes, Mr. Nito. There's some matters we need to discuss. She motions to the third chair in front of her. I take a seat as instructed next to Ben, who's more or less acting as a personal barrier between me and Mia. Mr. McKnight has informed me that there was an incident between you and Miss Moretti earlier this month. one in which school property was severely damaged. Yeah, it was near the start of the month, so why now? I look at Ben and Mia. I'm sorry. There were more pertinent issues at the time, Inko. I had to keep pushing this back to handle things like the audit paperwork and... An excessively heavy breath leaves Miss Scaler's mouth. You should have given me the reports for this as soon as it happened. Miss Scaler looks at Ben as she frowns. This needs to be resolved by the end of today, Benjamin. Wait, hold on. Why is Ben doing her job? Why? He is only the student council president. He is not the principal. Do your damn job. Her tired eyes turn my way. Please, so that we can finish this as soon as possible. While she spoke, my focus was on Mia, and the smile that crept across her face. From what Miss Moretti has told me, it was you who instigated it in the first place. God damn it, of course. Care to explain? What? Principal Scaler, Mia was the one who... We're aware that she caused the damage, Mr. Nito. Oh. The older woman leans forward with pen and paper in hand. What we need to know is how this incident happened in the first place. Oh, shit. Nope. Not good. I do remember that I think that we had a quote-unquote cover story, really so. But Mia has already given her side, and Scaler's gonna believe her first, apparently, so... I think we should hear Mia's side of the story first. Of course Ben would speak up for it first. Oh, you son of a... Since she was the one to inadvertently cause the damage, after all. The red-scaled girl nods, holding out her hands as she begins. Miss Scaler, I was just trying to talk with Olivia that day, when out of nowhere, Inko shows up and starts getting on my case. I was trying to tell him that me and Olivia were just working on a project when... BAM! He just whips out his camera and blinds me with it. What? Didn't she slap herself in the face with a tail-mounted... Okay, let me take that again. What? Didn't she slap herself in the face with a tail-mounted glitter bomb? And because I couldn't see, I kept running into things, even knocking things over. I didn't mean to do that, Miss Scaler. I know I have a temper, and trust me, Ben's helping me work on it, but you can't blame me for going around like a headless chicken. She can't be serious. I look to the principal and see that she's listening to her lie right through her teeth. And this ain't even the first time she's done this. I tried talking to Olivia back in September, and he pulled her away. I swear, he's been out for me ever since the first day of school. Principal Scaler, that... Shh! My jaw slams shut bitterly as the principal denies me the chance to defend myself. Her eyes turn downward to a particular stack of papers atop her desk, carefully scanning one page and flipping to the next. The silence of the room is unnerving as she flips through page after page, finally breaking the quiet by clearing her throat. What makes this worse, really so, is that the one staff member that would have been entirely on our side and likely could have been the very witness for us is no longer among us. Now, Mr. Nito, you can give me your side of the incident. I move to speak, but an overwhelming feeling of exhaustion falls over me as I recount the events of the last few days. While Mia was completely out of line the whole way through, it's true that we provoked her into doing what she did. If we had just come to Scaler about this earlier, none of this would have happened. So, doesn't that put some of the blame on us? I look over at Mia, who's currently staring at me with an intimidating glare. I quickly shift my gaze to Ben, who seems to be offering me a supportive smile. So, in my personal opinion with this, is that Inko is correct is that there is some blame to be shared. However, is that what further progressed this to get to this stage was entirely Mia. She was the one who blackmailed Olivia to begin with. What Olivia did was wrong. Correct. But the thing is that things only got worse because of Mia deciding to take advantage of Olivia's position in this whole incident. It all could have been just easily settled, swept completely away, because although what Olivia did was wrong, is that Inko came forward and admitted that the art piece was not his to begin with. So therefore, because of that, the piece was eliminated from the competition, and that should have been it. One and done. Out. That's it. That's all it could have been. But Mia decided to drag this much further than was really necessary. And so, therefore, I would still say that Mia has basically most of the blame for this situation. In all honesty, really so. Fine. I don't want to make this any bigger than it already is. I only blinded Mia with the camera flash because I thought she was hurting Olivia. We were scared, so we ran away, and there wasn't any time to explain the situation. It was just a big misunderstanding, Miss Scaler. That's all. Oh. Good job on Inko there, kind of playing into her storytelling. Right. As Scaler considers my explanation, Ben shifts towards me and pats me on the back. His gesture of support is contrasted by the evil grin painted on the face of the Crimson Devil towering behind him. We all stand in silence as we await a verdict. Ahem. The principal stands directly in front of us now with an unreadable expression. In addition to the report itself, our Iodakin left behind his account of what happened. In it, he describes Mia's actions as openly hostile and intentional. Good. Thank you so much, Iodakin, for leaving an actual report.
Could you blame her? She couldn't see anything, and she was in a lot of pain.
In either case, it seems both parties are in agreement as to what happened. Iodakin didn't mention a motive in his report for some reason, but I suppose that clears it up.
Besides, making a big deal out of this during the audit isn't such a good idea.
Principal Scaler looks ready to object to the line of thinking, but ultimately says nothing. Now, I would like to give the benefit of the doubt, especially at a time like this, but given the extent of the destruction, I don't feel I can do that. It would bring me no greater relief than to have you off my mind for a few days, Mrs. Moretti.
Wait, Mrs. Moretti? Don't you mean Miss?
But given both of your classmates' statements, you may not be fully to blame. I think a week of Saturday's detention to assist with cleaning up the hallway is in order.
Huh? And Miss Scaler, if I may.
The principal sighs and nods.
I spoke with the janitors about it. They all agreed that it could be done in a single day if they have enough hands.
Yep, so we're all going to be... So it's just going to be Mia and myself that are going to be cleaning it up.
And they all have plans for December. It wouldn't be fair to bring them in and cancel their leave.
Miss Scaler growls and rubs her temples. Right. In that case, Mia, Inko, you'll both get one Saturday detention to help prepare the hallway. You are expected to arrive at 10 a.m. sharp and work on cleaning up the mess you made. Now, if the three of you don't mind, please leave me be. I have more important things to focus on. Do you really, Miss Scaler? Do you really have more important things to focus on? Because it seems like Ben's doing your job for you. She doesn't even look up at any of us. I turn towards Ben, who looks absolutely relieved. And Mia, who looks positively overjoyed.
Haha, I'm in danger.
She skips out of the office without another word, leaving both Ben and I to stare blankly at each other for a few seconds. Eventually, we shuffle out of the room together. Well, I guess that's it. Damn it. never gotten detention before, but I find it hard to care much anyway. I just want to go home or go see Olivia again.
Inko, are you okay?
My head turns half-heartedly toward Ben. No, not really.
Look, man, I'm sorry for what happened back there. But thanks for helping me out. I didn't want to make a big deal out of this since me and Olivia are both struggling. Speaking of Olivia, is she doing all right?
She's at home right now.
Well, you ought to comfort her. She's going through a lot right now.
You think I don't know that?
I know you are too. You could use each other, especially after what happened.
I'm already going to see her after school.
That's good. I have to go, but thanks again, Inko. You really did me a solid here. Besides, detention isn't all that bad, and it's not going to appear on your record. I can make sure of that.
Huh? Thanks, Ben.
Don't mention it.
With a smile, the student council president nods at me and turns to leave. Before long, it's just me standing in the empty hallway outside of the office. It's only lunch, and I already want to go home and fall asleep. At least Damien and Liz are probably waiting for me. After school, I took the metro back home to shower and put on some new clothes. As it turns out, my parents really were on a business trip for the weekend, as indicated by a sticky note on the fridge. Well, I'm back at the Paynes regardless. Randy opens the front door to let me in. Ah, there you are. Damien mentioned you'd be coming over later. Hey, Randy. Say, Inko, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind shoveling the snow off the driveway when you can. Would really appreciate it. I'll even pay you a couple bucks for it.
No need for the payment, sir, as thanks for letting me come unannounced again.
Thanks a bunch, really. Free labor! As Randy leaves, I collapse onto the couch and let my head rest against the comforter. God, that whole thing with Ben and Mia really took a lot out of me. The weight of my heavy thoughts drag my head sideways until I can see Olivia's bedroom door. My eyes linger there as I consider getting up to see her or just giving her some time to come out. She has to know I'm here now, right? She probably does. She also probably doesn't want to do her silly knee walk thing in again. I wonder how mad she'd be if I caught it on camera. A presence that cuts off my view before sitting right next to me. Hey, you alright, Inky? You're kind of out of it at lunch. For a moment, I considered telling Damien about what happened. But honestly, the last thing I want to do is bring this sort of drama into what I consider my safe haven. Yeah, I'm alright, Damien. Just had a rough time at school, and I'm hoping to take my mind off of it. That's pretty understandable. I mean, what with everything that's going on and all. If only you knew. In an attempt to cover me, Damien pats my shoulder. Tell you what, I'll finish up my homework, then we can chill over a game of Rock Ring or something. That sound good? Yeah, that sounds good. Sweet. Alone again. My stomach is aflutter with butterflies as I get up from the couch. Olivia's room is just a couple steps away, and each one stirs the butterflies even more. Once I reach it, I feel like I'm in the shadow of a colossal monolith. Come on, Inko. You just gotta knock. Damn it, arm. Just lift up. Stop shaking.
I'm awake, Uncle Randy.
It's me, Olivia. I hear a quiet shuffling before Olivia speaks up, more loudly this time.
Inko?
Yeah, are you... okay? Decent? Damn you, brain. Can I come in?
Yeah, just watch your step.
Watch my step? My hand is still shaking as it makes contact with the knob. With a deep, calming breath, the butterflies finally start slowing again, and I'm able to push the door open. And see blackness. Olivia? The room is extremely dark. The only source of light is coming in from the entryway. I have to take my sunglasses off in an attempt to see through the darkness better. Yeah, she's definitely not good right now. Olivia? The heck happened in here? Why is it so dark? I make out Olivia's shape in her bed. She does look like she's actually been drawing, so she may be working on a memorial.
It's a long story. Come sit on the bed.
Don't you have a lamp? Can't you turn it on?
I don't want to ruin it.
Is darkness really that necessary for whatever this is?
Yes.
Alright. Jeez. I take a few careful steps forward and stub my toe on the edge of the bed. I fall forward onto it, crunching onto something. Oh. Okay.
Shit, Inko! Are you alright?
Yeah. I have a better view now. Olivia sits in the middle of her bed, wrapped in her blanket. Surrounding her are piles and stacks of her old drawings and sketchbooks throughout the years. They're arranged in rings around her, and I've fallen into the outer ring. Whoops. Crap. Sorry.
Now get up, get up!
I carefully lift myself back up. There's not too much damage. Olivia shoots me off that part of the bed. What is all this? Actually, how is it so dark to begin with? Don't you have a wit?
I can explain.
Please do. Olivia inhales deeply.
After you left, I really had some time to think. It was just me and my thoughts, alone. Maybe a little too alone. Something within me just needed to come out. I just felt this need to... Well, I was inspired to do this. Some act of defiance against the world or something. Still figuring it all out.
I feel kind of bad now, just living here alone. I'm sorry. I could have called out sick or something.
There's no need to feel bad, though. I really needed this. Because after I got everything set up, I got to thinking. And I had all day to do it. Iedakin put in a lot of effort on me. He wouldn't be proud of me throwing a pity party for myself. So all this, I'm getting it out of my system. They're called performance pieces when someone does this sort of thing. It's all I can do, but I think it's enough.
A performance piece? Olivia, this is amazing. You're able to keep striving onward with your work.
Thanks.
I mean it. You're not missing a beat. Not letting what happened get you down. And here I've been all day, all gloomy. I admire it.
I guess you're right. That's one way of looking at it.
Do you want to come out into the living room?
No. I think I want to stay here a while longer. It still hurts.
Alright. I can just, kind of picture this really right now, so... this has my artistic senses going really, so... Is that, before she even started talking about, outer circle things, it's I suddenly had, the idea, even myself, that she had laid out all of her artwork over the years around her and, in a sort of, display to see everything that, she had done while working with Iedakin, really, so. And I think, oh, this would be, a perfect, photo to, take top down as high as you can to get the looks of all of those pieces with her in the center, really, so. It would be it's a very artsy, moody piece, really, so, but yeah. I squeeze her hand and head back to her door. I'll be out here for a while then. She nods and shuts the lamp off again. I shut the door and sit back on the couch. A performance piece. I never would have thought of that. Man, that really is something else.
Inky!
Oh, hey, Vinny. I wave at Vinny and Damien, the two brothers entering the living room from behind me. I guess their room is back there. Man, do I have great timing or what? I take a moment to consider what he means when Vinny plants himself right in front of the television and begins pulling something from the cabinet underneath. Oh. You mean it's game time then? You should probably shovel the sidewalk first. Yeah, man, it's game time. Damien takes a spot right next to his brother and helps him in setting up the large squat block of a console. Man, that thing looks pretty old. And huge. Okay, we're all set. A controller is tossed into my lap and I marvel at just how large it is. Thanks, Damien. But I'm not much of a gamer. In fact, I've never actually played anything more than some Flash games online. Nah, it's cool. We can play something simple till you get used to it, or... I don't want to be a bother, Damien. I'll be fine just watching for now.
That's weird, Inky. You're weird.
Bro, chill. Give Inko some time. He'll be playing once he sees how awesome it is. Isn't it the same game that you were just playing yesterday, though? Didn't he see enough of it? The young boy nods and focuses back on the screen. The screen flashes to a menu screen of some kind. Reclining deeper into the couch, I allow my mind to drift. And fall asleep. I don't know how long my brain was off, only that it came back when I heard the telltale noise of a door hinge opening. Looking in the direction of the noise, I see Olivia on her knees, casually shuffling along the floor to the couch. Hey, Olivia. The game pauses when I say that, and the two brothers also wave at her.
Hey guys, dinner ready yet?
Almost, little ace. Randy's shout came from the kitchen. When did he get here? Man, I must have spaced out for a while. A quick check of my phone says I'd been in deep thought for at least an hour. Whew. Okay, fish is ready, you guys. Fish? But I didn't hear any cooking. And I don't smell anything. Kids coming? Just a sec. Olivia and Vinny follow after Randy's voice without a word, while Damien quickly pauses his game and sets the controls aside before motioning me to join them. I push myself up and trudge toward the kitchen. Inside, the Payne family is hurried to sit at the dining room table, even Olivia struggling to help herself up onto a chair, but a hand from Damien pulls her up. On the dining room table sits a silver tray covered in a raw fish, wasabi, bottles of soy sauce, and slices of ginger. Sushi night! Yes! Ever have sashimi, Inko? I'm actually very familiar with it. I'm surprised at my sudden turn of luck. Many times, actually. My family orders stuff like this on the weekends a lot. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Moneybags. Hey, that's great to hear. Well, don't just stand there. Feel free to join us. I eagerly take a seat, starting to feel slightly rejuvenated. Everybody begins to pass out plates to one another, and we all pluck pieces of salmon from the tray and place them onto our plates. 5 minutes in, and everybody is enjoying the fish. I can't help but notice nobody is eating properly, though. Inko, just let it go, just let it go. They soak their fish in soy sauce, and the ginger seems to be eaten at random rather than used as a palate cleanser. To just wantonly eat this delicious meal like that. I raise my voice to get the attention of everybody at the table. You know, we're supposed to be using the wasabi and soy sauce on the same piece of fish, right? On opposite sides, like this. I offer a demonstration. No kidding. Good to know. And the ginger slices are supposed to be eaten between pieces as a way of cleansing your palate and aiding digestion. Come on, who has the time? Plus, I like the taste. If you're going to eat traditional food, you should eat it the right way. God. No. Inko, please stop while you're ahead. Oh no. Cringe. Just let people enjoy their fish. Just let people enjoy the sushi. Just let them enjoy it. Damien smirks at me, and I can tell neither he nor Vinny has bothered to listen to what I have to say. At least Randy and Sophia have at least tried out the technique, albeit sloppily. And Olivia's looking at me with a bit of a pout on her face. What's wrong?
We're not at a restaurant, Inko. Let them eat however they want.
Thank you, Olivia. But the correct way ensures a balanced flavor.
Maybe, but there's no accounting for taste, you know?
Technique is the most important part of food like this. In some cases, it's even deadly if you don't follow careful instructions. Yes, but they're not eating blowfish. Good God. Ever heard of fugu sashimi? It's made from pufferfish, and if you don't prepare it right, it can be deadly. Okay, I feel I'm like a step ahead really here on the narrative, really, so.
Good thing we're not eating pufferfish then.
Well, yeah, but it's the idea behind it.
You're welcome to eat it however you want. Just let us enjoy the food, okay?
Fine. Olivia gives me an earnest smile before returning to her fish. It's a little disappointing to hear, especially since they don't get to eat this kind of food very often. It's kind of a waste if they don't eat it right. You know, effects of having money, I guess. After dinner, Olivia, the Payne brothers, and I are all back in the living room. On the TV screen, two large robot-looking figures fire at one another with automatic weapons. No one bothered to keep track of time. We were all too enraptured by the pixelated entertainment before us. I want to take a moment to just, kind of admire the change here in the background, really so, because this is not, just a color swap, really so, is that this was recolored entirely, and the shading was actually, planned really on this well. So, really, is that I very much appreciate the change and the effort that's done in this background, so. No one bothered to keep track of time. We were too enraptured by the pixelated entertainment before us. Which is how I'd missed my last chance home. Mrs. Payne didn't look too upset, though. In fact, I think they expected me to spend the night again. Especially with how Randy had been so quick to pull out some blankets and pillows for me. Both of the parents insisted I stay, and it's not like I could realistically walk home. So, once again, I'm staying over, and currently sat at the foot of the couch with Olivia. We're both bundled up to stave off the chilly winter night. The soft growling purr that Olivia makes while she's content has become almost therapeutic to me. So, how are you feeling?
I really enjoy spending time with everyone like this. Thank you for being here, Inko. I feel a lot better knowing you're with me.
Same here. Her palm wraps around my left hand, and I give her a reassuring smile.
In all honesty, I should probably go to bed now. Don't want to be tired and sad, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Well, you could always join me in my room.
I don't know about that. Not sure if her guardians would allow that. I couldn't! Randy would kill me!
Yeah, you're right. You want to help me up?
Yeah, sure. With some careful movements in support of her tail, I help Olivia shuffle herself towards her room. I narrowly avoid stubbing my toe again as I set her down on the bed, and she quickly wraps herself in blankets.
See you in the morning, Inko.
Sorry, Olivia. We've got Saturday detention that we need to tend to. You too. I quickly make my exit and close the door behind me, eager to hide the growing blush on my face. At this rate, I don't think I'll ever get used to this whole romance thing. Either way, I head back to the living room and fall on the couch, getting ready to pass out. All in all, today was pretty good. At least after effects, really, of school. Mornings in the Payne residence were lively, to say the least. Or maybe it's because it's a Saturday. That is to say, my weekend sleep schedule was cut far shorter than I would have liked. Mostly by Damien's little brother landing feet first on my chest and knocking the air out of my lungs. Oh god. Ow. Ow. Really. Ow. Ow. Wow. Why? 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 Oh my gosh, I'm feeling phantom pains.
Iggy!
It's the second time in a row. I sputter and sit up in an attempt to get back some precious oxygen. Vinny immediately sat on the pillow I had used. Morning, Vinny. A check of my phone says it's 7:30. 4 hours too early. The TV flickers to life and Vinny starts flicking through the channels at a speed only he can comprehend. Morning, Inko. Sorry about the wake-up call. It's Vinny's favorite season. Winter? Hockey! Vinny cheers loudly, and I look to the screen to see a player being brutally slammed into the protective glass of the ice rink. That's slightly unexpected. I was expecting Saturday morning cartoons. Ah. Is Olivia up yet? Damien shrugs. Probably not. You guys were up pretty late last night. Plus, it's the weekend. Best to just let her sleep off the food coma. She'll come out of her room eventually. Fair enough. As much as I would enjoy sleeping in as well, Damien and Vinny have taken occupancy over my pseudo-bed. There is the recliner just next to us, but I'm not going to defile what must be Randy's throne. May as well stay up then, I guess. Mind if I get a bowl of cereal? Help yourself, amigo. At least I can check on any updates with my blogs. I head into the kitchen and make myself a bowl, being sure to add some sugar and honey from the condiment cupboard this time. Taking a seat at the table, I begin scrolling through my phone's feed while shoveling cereal into my mouth. As always, it's top-of-the-line content. It's simply great how much can be done with social networks, really giving a voice to the people, and I'm saying this with a lot of sarcasm. I consider sharing it with the others. Don't share it! Do not! Please! But I don't want to ruin their fun. Thank you, Inko, for using your head. Afterwards, I rejoined Damien and Vinny in the living room, both of whom are absolutely enthralled by the hockey game playing on the TV. With every hit of the puck or rogue shoulder check, the brothers explode with either excitement or devastation. The two also take turns assaulting me with more hockey trivia than I'll ever be able to use, particularly about Vinny's favorite goalie.
And then he got into a fight with the entire hockey team and was transferred to this one! He's great!
He's not that great. You just like him because he gets into the most fights.
Yes!
You sure like this sport.
Heck yeah! The games are just my kind of thing! That guy that's up right now is also cool. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, that's a load of bull.
Why did McDonald get the penalty? That guy sucks!
Vinny, language!
Sorry.
Vinny, tell him about your collection.
Oh! I got all the bobbleheads for this team. Let me show you.
Does he actually like the sport or just the constant brawling? Is there really that much of a difference? Yeah. Jokes aside, yeah, he actually likes it despite the ice. We should play some street hockey sometime once it warms up. Yep. Not if it's always this chaotic. Relax, there's protective gear you can use. That's not the point.
Here they are!
The young boy dumps an armful of beaten up plastic figures into my lap. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Vinny grins as he takes each of the wobbly-headed figures and gives me a brief explanation of who exactly they are.
This person here, he's known for his mean right hook. Oh, and
with descriptions like that, I'm absolutely sure I'd rather sit out any game involving Vinny. I hear the nearby door creak open. Out crawls a tired Gator, rubbing the sleep from her eyes. She helps herself up on the couch. Morning, sleepyhead. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Morning, Olivia!
Olivia, eyes still closed, mumbles out what sounds like a good morning. Sleep well?
Kinda. Couldn't fall asleep until 2 in the morning.
Damien and Vinny start chatting in victory as the home team gets the final score.
What a slap shot!
I heard the excitement in the room. Watching hockey again? Sophia settles herself into the recliner, opening up her laptop.
Oh, the school's weekend newsletter just came in. Turn down the volume, Damien.
Sure thing. Alright.
First, it says there's a basketball game this Friday against the Tailspikes. In preparation for finals, tutoring will be open after school for everyone that needs it. Damien.
I got it covered, Mom. This is helping me out.
I hope so. Senioritis won't be tolerated here. Oh, this is interesting. To all our students, you are invited to St. Hammond's High School's... the year. Okay. 201 million 2023. Okay. To all of our students, you are invited to St. Hammond High School's 201 million 2023 BC Winter Formal.
Winter formal?
Damien yawns and stretches his arms behind his back.
Yeah, some event for seniors they got every year. Basically a dance, but more fancy. It's like the biggest event of the year. You know, next to graduation or prom or whatever.
So it's not a prom? I don't think any of my previous schools ever did something like this. Just regular dances. Immerse yourself in the serene beauty of the wintry night sky with music, food, entertainment, and much more. We will also be hosting a special memorial for one of St. Hammond's finest teachers who was recently passed, Mr. Trent Iadakin.
Shoot. It's gonna be tough to see.
The event will take place at the Volcadera Convention Center on Friday, December 15th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets for the Winter Formal are now on sale online or in Miss Prochnik's class in room 211. $15 for one and $30 for couples. Please read our event dress code to know what will and will not be allowed for the formal. Have a great weekend. Go Feathertails. Well, seems like you three have something to look forward to next month. Mrs. Payne closes her laptop with a smile and sets it aside.
Mom, it's about that time.
She gasps and checks the clock on the wall. I nearly forgot! Vinny, get your kimono on. I'll start the car. It's called a gi, Mom. I'll probably be running some errands while he's at karate practice, so I'll be out until dinner. I'm sure Vinny didn't mean to karate chop my throat as he got up. He's just eager to get to class. The back rub from Olivia helps to clear my airway quicker, at least.
Well then.
Damon switches on some game and slumps in his familiar position in the recliner in mere seconds. I don't even know how he keeps track of the blur of colors on screen. I feel like it's gonna give me a seizure if I look too hard.
So, you two are going together and smooching, right?
A powerful crushing force attempts to pulverize my fingers into mulch. Oh my god, damn it, you can't just start a conversation like that. Olivia's hand relents and leaves my palm feeling tender.
Relax, I'm joking. Sorta. Your arm's around her shoulder and all.
When did that get there? I go to remove it, but Olivia holds on tight. Yeah, well, you plan on going to the Winter Formal with Liz?
Hell yeah, why wouldn't I?
That was a fast answer. He shrugs. Well, the formal, I don't... Well, I mean, I'm still stuck at home, you know. Crap, yeah. You know when you'll get a replacement chair? Could be a week, could be longer. The mail system around here is annoying. Jeez. Hey, I'll come visit every day after school. Ah, thanks. Still, that's at least a week of her not stepping foot outside. Damien was only half joking about us going to the Winter Formal, and that's definitely a good idea. Actually, I turn to Olivia and give her my undivided attention. Yes? Well, I was thinking... you and me and all... My head tilts in confusion. Yes? A frustrated growl emanates from her clenched maw. You, me, somewhere together? What? As her annoyance grows visibly on her face, I can't help but shy away. I fear she's going to snap. And whoa! My back hits the rug on the floor roughly as Olivia hovers over me on her hands and knees.
Well, that's kind of a compromising position, really, so that'd be an interesting thing to see in an anime. Hold on. That's beside the point. Olivia?
You, me, together, go somewhere!
Wait, does she mean... like, a date?
Yes!
Oh. I'd never been on a date. And I only know what I've seen in movies and shows and stuff. Well, we are a couple now, so this would be a regular thing. Right? Sure, yeah, a date that sounds good. Her tail waves happily behind her and her annoyed face. Oh, sorry. Clicked away too fast. Sorry. Mr. Reed. Her tail waves happily behind her and her annoyed face finally melts away into smug satisfaction. Let's see. So, where do you want to go then?
Oh, I've got some ideas.
Okay.
And you'll definitely love them.
Of course.
And I promise it won't be anything crazy expensive.
I don't mind, Olivia.
Great.
Perfect. She lowers herself onto me, wrapping her arms around me in a powerful hug that threatens my lungs and spine. I do my best to return the hug, but at best it comes as me kind of petting her back with both hands. It seems to be enough, though, as I feel the rumbling purr she emits. Ahem.
Shut up. We're having a moment, Damien.
Yeah, a moment in the living room. Shouldn't you have it on your actual date?
No, I'm making up for lost time.
What?
Nothing. You shut up, too.
Okay. I'm too busy enjoying the feeling of her purring atop on me anyway.